And
What's-
we
Oh,
live.
what's up, everybody?
We live, baby.
It's Off the Wall Nights live. It's Tuesday night. How y'all doing? It's your girl, Miss
How
Bree.
y'all doing? I'm Artistic Virtuoso. If you ain't know so,
Now
we
you
in the
know so.
building.
Yes. And tonight we have a special guest with us. We have Zone.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Big Zone, aka H Lee, radio shoulder.
So hey y'all, we missed y'all. It's been a week. Let's catch up. What's been up? What's going on?
Oh my gosh, it has been a whole week. Like I feel like a month has flown by. Like I was on vacation from my job. Like I work a 9 to 5, and like yo, it was the best week ever.
Ah.
I slept in till like 11. Like, and when I got up, I didn't get up. Like I stayed down. I didn't do shit. Like it was phenomenal. Like yo, when you get a day off, when you get a day to take a break. Take a break. What Bernie say? When we break, that's what the fuck we do. We
Break.
break.
For real. Wrap up
So-
in that blanket.
Boy, they took me hostage, folks.
Netflix it up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
Gotcha.
man, it was hard. It was hard. So that was my week. You know, I just got back on the clock this yesterday, but we back in the building. We back to business. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Money never sleeps.
So
you
I
know?
represent the parent side. Last week's spring break for
Oh
kids.
yes, what was that like?
Brr, 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 brr. They were with their dad for half the week. So.
Sure.
So I
But did
had
you
them
do
like the
anything,
end of
though?
the week, and yes, we went. So we wanted to go to the beach and go camping, which was my sister's idea. The beach would have been great. Camping at the beach, she just so extra, and the kids heard it, so that was what we were planning on doing. But she ended up getting sick, and the weather was like 48 degrees at the beach on spring
Wow.
break, so we did not.
Yeah, it was a little like it was nice, but it wasn't nice for the beach though.
No.
It was a little cool for the beach,
Yeah,
especially if you wanted to get in the water.
correct. So we just got a little hotel room down by NRG, so we could be with the rodeo crowd, and we just let the
What was
kids
that
swim-
like?
swim in
Was
the
it crazy
pool.
over there?
Yes, yeah. There was lots of people everywhere. My eye is twitching. I feel
Yikes.
weird. Yeah, there were a lot of people.
Did you go to the Houston Takeover?
No,
No, we
did
missed
you?
that.
Bun B and
No,
some-
no.
No, I didn't, but I saw it all on Instagram stories. And
Right,
it was great.
everybody was there.
Yeah, that
except
was
for
awesome.
us.
It was lit. Yeah, I was there. Though. I got to watch it from my phone. You know,
Right.
it's just as entertaining. Like
right,
you know,
correct.
Yo,
I've been to a few of them shows before, so I know exactly what it's like to be
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
right
that's
there,
hard.
throwing up my H's.
right,
you know, like,
right.
yeah,
Hold it down, H
feeling
Town.
like
They're in
feeling a
spirit.
part of it.
Yo,
you know, of everything.
fam, my
Love it.
dad and his wife was able to go. Like,
Right.
and, yo, when I talked to him on the phone, he was like, yeah, we just went to the, Houston Takeover. I was like, what?
He said it's so
What-
like chill. Like,
Yeah,
it
he was like
something else they
nonchalant,
did.
like it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
Like you ain't gonna speed
Real
past what
player
you
like,
just said.
real
right?
peak
yes,
like-
a little old school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like and he got like bro, like he got my little brother. My little brother about to be 8, right? So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all got a whole sitter and everything, like bro. Like he was like, oh yeah, man, we was in
Yeah.
that thing turned
Yes,
up. You know what I'm
it
saying?
was lit. We were like, what?
Litty. But look, apparently not lit enough because when they got outside the doors when the concert was over, he said it was super cold. That hawk was whooping his ass.
No
Shouts
joke.
out to my pop
No
daddy.
joke.
I love you, man.
He said he was tired for like 3 days.
Yeah, I
It's
ain't a
different
young
being out
man no
there.
more.
Right.
You know?
For real.
Yeah. But that's real though. Shouts out to Houston, man. Like, it's beautiful what's happening in the city, man. Like, it's one of the fastest growing areas, like especially for entrepreneurs and artists.
Everybody's
Like,
moving
didn't
here.
we just watch a video or something like that where like the top places for it was black entrepreneurship or something like that.
Yeah.
And
where
Houston,
blacks make the most money.
correct. That's
Yeah.
what it was. And Houston
It
is
was like
in the
number
top
4.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 5 places where
So you know people,
to be made. Yeah.
right? So
For sure.
people gonna see the list, and even more people are gonna move to Houston.
correct. How y'all feel about that? 'Cause y'all out here.
He said we full. Seats
We-
taken.
You can't sit with us.
We full. It's enough people fighting over parking spots already in this
Oh my
motherfucker.
gosh, what are they gonna
Yeah.
do?
Yikes.
How are we gonna come?
They don't want folks from the outskirts. Dang.
Now, I feel like most
we
of the
can't
hate
come
energy
there.
is for the people that's moving from California. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, they've been mad at them.
that's what I'm saying. It's like nah, like we're not good with that. Like, you can literally move from another place in
No,
Texas
but
and they'll be
like-
like, all
Just
right
not
with
Cali.
it. But like, you come from Cali, it's like, nah.
You got people in Cali?
bounce.
You got
I do
people
got
there?
family in
Okay.
Cali. Yep, on
Same.
my mom's
Same.
side. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
And they come down here all the time though. Come out
Really?
family reunion, big family reunion every year during the summer.
Dope.
Yeah. Different though. They're different.
Where do y'all hold it when y'all gather?
In Texas City,
Texas City?
on the west side. Yep.
Man, shouts out to Texas City. I got people out there.
Side to the west.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
G
don't.
County.
Yeah.
No people. You probably do. You just don't know it. It's
probably-
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah.
need to be at his family reunion, low key.
Probably, maybe. Yeah.
It's family and friends, so definitely
I'm
pull
not
up.
family.
Crawfish. We real country.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, she
Crawfish,
like the mud bugs.
barbecue. It's going down.
Ooh, we should do that test on the kickback for him.
Oh yeah, like the linguistics test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it like
What is
pulls
that?
up all these different like it'll say what do you call like something that's across the street from, and you have these choices you can either say
Yeah,
like
so it's basically a test of 25 questions asking like, okay, what do you call this? And it'll give you different answer choices, right? And
Okay.
based off of the answer choices that you give, it'll actually, at the end of the test, it'll give you a map of where your response is, like where that dialect is from within the
In the
continental
US.
United States,
Okay.
right?
yeah,
Hey,
it's pretty cool.
I'm going to tell y'all, I took the test, and I'm H-Town AF.
He texted us
I'm
from-
Houston as fuck, boy.
Oh, you talking about how you
So why
talk?
didn't I like I wasn't it like put me in Alabama or
Yeah,
something.
she was Southeast for
Country.
sure.
I'm like I was born and raised in Texas.
Yeah.
Like where's my
Country
influences
got
coming
you
from?
crazy.
No.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, we
I always
out
say
there
you was
coasting
country
here.
there, though.
Third
What'd you
Coast,
say?
Texas. I say, yeah, we out there coasting here.
Yeah, we in
Big
here.
Texas.
Yeah.
So the dialect, it listens to your voice and then actually.
Nah.
No, it's like
it's
what do you
literally
call
like-
different things?
It's literally like a test that you would take in school. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll ask you a question and it'll give you 4 to 5 or more different
okay.
answer choices, A through D or
so
however
one,
many
it
was.
reminded me because you said crawfish, and it's like, what do you call like pretty much
What
it
did it say?
describes
It said something to the extent of, what do you call the lobster type what did it say? Lobster?
Crustaceans or
Yeah,
something.
yes, lobster
that you
type
can eat.
yeah.
The little
something
ones.
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
I
It
had
like
it for a
describes
second. I
it
just
so
lost
like
it.
and
My
it's
bad,
like do
y'all.
you call it mud bugs,
Crayfish.
crayfish, crawfish,
Crawfish
like
and some other
yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
names that we ain't ever heard of, boy.
crawfish.
Nah, it's crawfish all day.
Crawfish.
Yeah.
Like I get mad when I hear crayfish. Like why
What is
why
that?
would you do that?
What was
Like,
it?
why would
That's
you do
people from the
that?
Midwest and
Like
the northern
Nah.
I just heard crayfish last week.
they made that up today.
I just heard somebody say it last week.
Yikes.
But anyway, so let's touch on you
Let's
a little
talk
bit.
to my
Like
guy
that sounds
here,
terrible.
Zone. Hey, real quick, I just want to plug for a second. Like, we actually are new acquaintances. We actually met last month. Shout out to Broadcast Houston, right? Our guy pulled us together, right? Pulled a whole, literally like a conglomerate of artists together, and he does this regularly. So yeah, you actually tap in if you want to connect.
It was for
and
a cipher.
Get a part of his ciphers. He does these ciphers regularly. And so we was part of the Valentine cipher. I was in that thing. My guy Zone was in that thing and killed it.
Yes.
Like, as a matter of fact, y'all can check it out. We'll have the link posted in the description so you can check that out. But that's where we link with my guy, and like he mad talented, like stood out from the whole group. You know, everybody had their own individual style, but like my guy, like it was funny because when my guy walked in, like nobody knew what he was gonna do. Like people thought he was gonna rap. Like I actually thought it's like that's a hooper or a football player. Like
I get that a
he
lot,
just in the
for
scene. You know what I'm saying? But like he got in and started singing, blowing like a mug and dancing. I'm like, yo, you didn't think a big nigga like that could dance though?
They ain't know I can move like
You know what I'm saying?
On
Like,
his breezy.
my guy
Okay.
did that. So that's my guy. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Where you from?
I'm originally from West Texas City, Galveston County area. I was born in Galveston. Moved to Houston. I like to say I became a man in Houston because I had my first apartment in Houston. So
Okay.
Houston,
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Houston. Got love for Houston. Just Texas. You know, I live in East Texas. Just Texas all around is just home for me. So I represent all of Texas pretty much. I love Texas. So
Facts.
that's how I meet from Texas.
So where you represent right now? What side you on?
Right now I'm on the east end.
Okay.
I'm on the east end of Houston, but I'm always in Houston. I'm on the south side and on the west side. So
Yeah. So basically,
I
you
love
said
the
you
H.
can find him.
In
Yeah.
Houston, yeah.
Yeah,
He
it
gonna
ain't
be
hard
in
to
the
find
H.
me at all.
Yeah.
He
No,
gonna be
at all.
there.
I'm gonna be around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Big facts. Big facts.
Yeah.
So you
Music.
sing, what actually got you into the artistry? Like when did you first get started?
Oh man, before I could even speak words, I was, doing melodies from different, 112 and Tyrese and
Come
shit like that.
on.
So I was always doing melodies, always singing music. I didn't talk much. I was kind of quiet at a young age.
Right.
But when I said something, I made a statement. Or I was singing. That was my thing. My sister or will ask me to sing on the phone or something like that. But actually got into artistry. I went to my first attempt at college at TSU.
Okay.
I did a talent show,
Shouts
and
out to
I met a
TSU.
few people after that. That turned out great. I got a great response from the audience there.
Cool, cool.
And so from there, I
Not
kind
to
of got
date you,
acquainted.
though. I don't mean to cut you off. Not to date you, but like what time period? Like what years were you there?
This was 2013,
Okay.
2013, 2014.
Right on. Right on.
And so that was cool. I kind of got, learned a little bit from the people I met, but still hadn't recorded my own shit. But a few years later, I ended up doing my own music, writing and recording my own music after my brother passed. So that was great when I started doing that.
So
and a lot of people kept
his
pushing me from
passing
that.
like affect
Yeah,
you?
like what was
Almost
that
definitely.
like? Was it an older brother, younger brother? Was it?
It was my younger brother. It was the youngest of us. Yeah.
Wow. Do you
So,
mind?
yeah.
Do you want to get into it? We don't have to.
We could talk about it. It's been a few years now. No big deal.
Yeah.
I don't want to put a damper on the show and then.
No,
Oh,
you're
no,
good.
you're
We're
good.
talking
It's
today.
real. This is real
Yeah, this is
stuff.
real life experience.
Like we
man.
all have our, different things,
Yeah.
trials,
Correct.
motivations, different
For
things
sure.
like that.
Correct.
And, like it's really good to talk about them.
Especially as an artist, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, not to go off on a tangent, but like, one of my homies, one of my artists, shouts out to Kello, with TOT, but what he said to me is something that I knew, but like he came at a different angle.
Yeah.
Long story short, he was saying, with artists, sometimes those traumatic experiences and those adverse moments brings about the best and most beautiful art, right? And so he was basically telling me at a low point, it was like to lean into that, you know what I mean? And so like I don't want you to feel like you're taken away from anything, because every person can appreciate that. That's
Right.
one of the reasons why art is appreciated so much, because it reflects the human experience,
Right.
you know what I mean?
It
So
speaks,
yeah,
like-
correct. So definitely, if you feel comfortable, please like let us know what happened and kind of how it affected you.
Okay, yeah. Well, I want to say, what always comes back to me after everything happened. I always think about it. The last time we actually hung out together was on what's the St. Patrick's Day. So it wasn't that long ago.
It
So that was the
just
last time we got
Yeah,
hung
it
out.
just passed last
And that
week.
night, I just remember talking to him, and he was like, "Man, I hear you sing. You kind of can't ignore it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it was right around the time August Alsina was big, and he was like, "Man, that's kind of really, really,
do
your
have a
persona."
similar- yeah.
He's like, "That's really, what I'm saying. What I want you to do." And it's my younger brother, and he's always been a rapper. He can
How much
freestyle. He
younger?
can freestyle.
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
long
What's
time.
the age difference?
He's 4.5 years younger than
Okay.
me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was there
Well,
anybody in between
Baby
y'all?
brother. Nope. So
Wow.
baby brother. So I showed him how to walk and tie shoes and all that type
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's little bro. And so yeah, a year later he ended up he actually got murdered. So he's a victim of gun violence.
Wow.
So
Was
last
it
time I
something
actually
that
seen
like
him.
was it directed towards him, or was it just kind of like wrong place, wrong time? What
No,
it
it
like?
was directed towards him. It was definitely he was definitely a
Wow.
victim. And he loved guns. I love guns too. Ever since he was a kid, he would be turning everything into a gun.
Yeah.
Wow.
But and but yeah, he ended up getting. It's a whole story behind it.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
I just remember my mom calling me and
Where were you at the
screaming.
time?
I was at the gym. at 24 Hour Fitness in Midtown.
Wow.
And she called, and it was just like a bad scene from a Spike Lee movie. She called
Yeah.
Oh
screaming,
my God.
and then she started saying his name. My brother's name is Devin, and
Mm.
I'm just like, well, what? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And she's like,
Right.
he dead. And then my stepdad answered the phone. He like, hey, somebody killed your brother. And so I get there, and there's the tape, and there's all of the
What, they got it
cars
on
and all of
tape?
that. Yeah. So
Oh no, you
No,
said
the
apartment
yeah, the
complex.
caution tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I see his body and his head laying on the
Jeez.
concrete right in front of my mom's apartment. And so people just started coming up in carfuls, family and everything. Everybody
Yeah.
came and hugged around me and all of
Yeah.
that, trying to keep me from leaving and doing something crazy. But, didn't know much about what's going on. He kind of got kind of quiet a little bit before that, and I didn't really know what he was
Sure.
getting into, and I was living my life. You
Sure,
know,
sure.
he was coming into
Were you
adulthood.
already
Coming into
like
adulthood.
where
you know?
were you at? Like were you in high school, college? Like where were you at the
I
time?
was in college. I was. It was right
Wow.
around the time I was going to TSU. Yep.
Wow.
Or a little bit after. It was a little bit after. You know, I
Okay.
had dropped out of TSU actually.
Sure.
But yeah, so you know, he was always into music. Like he always rapped. You know, I
That's
remember him being
cool.
very young, 5, 6 years old, and he'll be hanging out with us a little bit older.
Yeah.
And he'll be freestyling, and he'll keep going. He might not have been saying much, he'll keep going. But
Right,
as he got
right.
older, he got really good at it. You know.
Wow.
But that was always his thing. I actually still got freestyles he left in my phone.
No
and shit. Yeah. So
Wow.
whenever I get a chance and I find a good
Oh
producer
my
that I can
gosh.
trust,
Yes, you
Yeah.
gotta use
Production-
that. That's beautiful, bro.
you know,
Man.
and I've been kind of holding on to him because I've ran into a lot of producers, and you know, everybody's heart is not in the right place when it
Sure.
comes to music.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So I wanted to make sure when I take that and put it into something, and I'm putting it into something that I feel like it's going
Yeah.
to take me somewhere, or where he wanted me to get to. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? So yeah, that's pretty much what, you know. And then man, I found his freestyles. A couple of my songs have some of his lyrics in it. I got his stuff on paper. I still have the pictures of the papers of of some of the lyrics that he
cool.
wrote down and shit.
That'll be
But
a
it-
dope way to honor him.
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
gosh.
for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but his name is Devin. And but yeah, he actually, I got this tattoo on my neck. Is for his tattoo is a supernova. Actually, I know what a supernova
Yep,
is, right?
yep, we're familiar.
The star, when the
Yep.
star blow up, and it's got his
Yeah, I see
his
the
birthday,
numbers.
and he
Yeah.
got his birthday
7/25?
7/24. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Wow.
so yeah, that's
Wow.
He actually, his birthday was on the 24th, and he died on the 7th. So it's like 24.
Wow.
But anyway, you know, that's the reason why I
24/7.
that's the
Yikes.
reason why I would say that I keep, well, not why I keep making music. I keep making music because it's a great way I meet people, you know, and there's a lot of love in music. You know, of course, it's a lot of hate, but it's a lot of love.
Right.
You meet people,
Yeah.
like-minded
Sure.
people, you know, and I
Absolutely.
never knew that was really, you know, before I started making music, I didn't know that was my thing, but now I know
Right.
it is my
It
thing.
speaks to you.
Right. It's what makes me who I am. And it's how I meet people, and it's how I grow, you know, by meeting other people. But yeah, that's why I started.
Right.
What keeps me going is because, I mean, I love to hear it. I love to make music. I love to show other people how to do it too. But everybody's
Right.
not always open to
Right.
learning about making music. I've learned
Sure.
a lot as far as, you know, over the years. It's music that took me to Seattle, to Atlanta. I've did shows in different places. Orlando. I ended
That's
up actually
cool.
moving and going out to school in Orlando for a bit. And I
That's
met a
cool.
lot of people out there, different film artists, different producers and stuff like that. And
Wait, is that
learn how to do it myself.
were you at Full Sail?
I was at Full Sail. I was only there 6 months because then after that, the hurricane hit Houston. Was it Ike? It wasn't Ike.
No, I
What's the
was
big flood in Houston?
So Harvey.
Harvey
Yeah.
hit Houston while I was there.
Wow.
In the same week, they had the huge hurricane that flooded
Man,
Miami.
I
and
remember. I
everything.
can't think of the name, but I know exactly which one you're
And
talking
so I
about.
ended
Yeah.
up leaving Orlando, and I didn't go back to Orlando after that.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
that's the reason why I left. But I got so much out of it while I was there.
That's
It
good.
was great.
Yeah, shouts out to Full Sail. They doing good work, man. Like one thing
For
that
sure.
like if like college isn't for everybody, but like one thing that I do know that I feel full heartedly about is the two things that if you go to school, if you're not going for to be a doctor or engineer or something like that,
Mhm.
where you need that education, lawyer, etc.
Yeah.
It's for networking and the opportunities that particular organization will present you.
Right.
And Full
Oh, yeah.
Sail, they're doing great work for the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you're trying to get into film work, music production, et cetera, so forth.
Mhm.
Like they not only set you up with the training, but they also put you in cahoots with the big players in the industry to
Yeah.
where you can end up with an internship, a job, et cetera, so forth. So like if you're considering going to school and studying something specifically in the arts, since we working in the entertainment industry, keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Like when you're looking for and like shopping for different places, kind of ask about what their networking is like and what kind of relationships that they have with brands and organizations within an industry that you're trying to work in,
Right.
even outside of entertainment, music, and what have you. You know, because that's very important at this particular point, because we're at a time period where you really don't need school, right? YouTube University taught me most of the things that I know and as far as the avenues that I work
Right.
in. So you got to be able to find the avenues that's going to really make you benefit. So I know you say you was only there for 6 months, but I know that was like you said, it was a worthwhile experience.
Yeah, and just in those 6 months,
Yeah.
definitely a worthwhile experience. But
Yeah.
you definitely want to follow through. If you go anything college for sure, go ahead and go in it to finish. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Don't just go
Correct.
in and get what you need and
And
leave,
waste money.
because finishing is
Right,
what's gonna
right, exactly.
right. Finishing is what's gonna get you to your goal. Completing it so that you can pick up another task and do different stuff.
Correct.
Get it over
Right.
with. Get it
Yeah.
done.
Because
That's
I
the most
would say
important
one thing about us creative types is
Yep.
we get excited about things in the beginning and we kind of peter
Oh
off.
yeah, we'll
and-
fizzle
Most
off.
definitely.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so getting that routine of just finishing up and finishing through, following through with things, that's the best thing you can do for yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Correct.
Most definitely.
Agreed.
Well,
Agreed.
we'll go back to talking some more about you and what you got going on and what you got
Okay.
coming up and some of your goals and all that kind of stuff. But have y'all heard about the Kanye stuff that's going
I
on?
kind of figured you was gonna jump into that. Listen,
Everybody's talking about it.
I'm as far as like awareness, I'm under the radar. Like I don't know in depth
Right.
about what's going on, but it's enough trending topics
Social
on it to
media.
where like I've heard a little bit. But please, if you know a little bit more, put me on game.
Okay, so what's crazy about it is earlier this morning I was on Midday Tea with Natasha Marie.
Shout out Tasha,
Shout out to
Love
Natasha
you,
Marie.
sis.
Shout out to our DeBiz Radio family.
the business.
Yes, they are amazing.
Yeah,
They're some
they good people.
amazing group of DJs. The owner, everyone, the whole family's amazing. My 8-year-old son's
Yeah, they
actually
put
a DJ.
DJ KK on. What's
Yes.
up?
So my 8-year-old son, he's a DJ. He's been DJing for about 4 years, and he does live events and things like that. But they are transitioning him to radio. He is about to start his first radio show with the Biz Radio
That's dope.
this Saturday. Is
That's
his
so
first
dope.
show. So yeah.
You said he's 8 years old?
He's 8.
Let's go.
Yes.
Get started
Yeah, a
early.
young
That's what I'm
boss,
talking about.
yo. A young boss for
Yes.
real. Right, yeah.
Yes, when he
Stop
was
playing
like
with him.
5, he booked his first
Yeah.
6. He booked his first wedding on his own. He walked up to some there's some of our theater family, but they were talking about their wedding, and he was like, "Oh, well, I'm a DJ. I could provide entertainment," and he booked them and everything. He was like, "Just talk to my mom to finish up everything, because mom is your." So, anyways, I was on that.
Shit.
Huh?
No, I said type shit.
Yes, exactly.
What up,
Off
Ron?
topic.
We see you. Ron in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Ron? What up, Daily Smoke?
Daily Smoke.
Those are our people, the Daily
Yeah.
Smoke. But yeah, so fast forwarding. So I was on her show earlier, and we were talking about Kanye. She gave a whole hour for Kanye earlier, and so I didn't know much. Yesterday, she told me we were going to talk about it. So this morning, I couldn't sleep at like 4 a.m. So that's actually why I know so much.
So you went in and
I went
got
in
the
on
deets.
it. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, if we're
yeah.
gonna be talking about that, like, I want to see. I actually have some phone holders. I forgot to bring them over here. But yeah, so there's a lot going on with him, to be honest.
So it is.
But
it is.
So just to kind of like if y'all haven't really been paying attention or you can't follow the timeline, so like him and so the whole Kim Ye is
Right,
no more.
right.
Like him
Him
and Kim
beefing
broke up.
with Pete Davidson,
Yes,
her new fiance.
Her new fiance is Pete
Wait, that's her
Davidson.
fiance?
No, yeah, they engaged. Yeah, they are engaged.
Quick, fast, hurry.
That's just
Correct.
embarrassing.
They're
And like,
divorced just fine.
not to venture
hurt
off. Yeah,
me.
they're engaged. Right, but like not to completely
can't breathe.
venture off, but like I'm not a huge Pete Davidson fan, but like he's okay, right?
Who is he though?
So
Comedian.
yeah, he's a comedian.
Okay.
He actually got famous from what's it called? SNL.
Oh, seven.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I just
he's
need to see his face.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's an SNL character.
Okay.
And like he's done some movies and different things of that nature. I don't necessarily like his brand of comedy. That's just personal preference. As speaking specifically on comedy, don't know him as a individual, but like he kind of comes off Kanye-esque in the sense of like he has no problem being a troll.
Okay.
Like no
So he a
problem
little
at
cocky
all.
and goofy.
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, so that whole thing, I actually don't know, like I have a missing piece. So I know he added Trevor Noah on Twitter,
Ye did.
and it was like a racial slurs. He replaced Kumbaya with Kumbaya.
To Trevor Noah.
To Trevor Noah.
Direct to
Yeah.
Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that. I love Ye. Like, I actually like Ye. I'm not.
I don't know why he did it though.
Who
I don't
knows
know.
why
Clout.
anybody
Clout.
does anything?
Well, yes,
Wow.
he is. He
And then
is
if he are-
strategic.
Yeah, and if
Correct.
he already getting married to Kim, then they were already, they was already sleeping together,
Yeah.
or they were already,
But nah,
you
but
know,
like no, but you
conversating or something.
let's back up
This
and
is
say
a plan.
something.
You know,
No, facts. But like, let's back up and say, like the tweet that she's talking about went
to
to
Trevor
Trevor Noah. You know Trevor Noah, right? Yeah. And so Trevor Noah's not a part. Like, he's not even in that triangle
So
thing.
that's what I'm saying. I don't
He's
know
the
if it was
host
something
of.
else.
He's the host of the Grammys.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
Got
I
it.
don't know. Maybe just throwing shots in the dark. Like, maybe because the drama that he's getting from the Grammys in that organization, because he's the face of it, he's like, oh well, you get shitted on by default or just like by association
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows?
If y'all know, like, drop it in
yeah,
the
please
comments.
let us know. Put us on game.
But
'cause-
that's just like kind of the facts of it is that he did that.
and
Trevor
when was
Noah-
that? Was that?
It was recent. It was
Yeah.
just recent, and so the Grammys responded by like banning him from the Grammys.
Why, so him being banned from the Grammys is an effect
Yeah.
of him
Yeah.
tweeting at
Trevor. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They were like, no, we're not gonna stand for that.
Wow.
So what did he say to Trevor? What Kanye said to Trevor?
The
Yeah.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya, like,
Wow.
a racial slur. Kun.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what he like added him. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
Yikes.
I think it's bad for artists to get involved with controversial like politics shit. It just doesn't look good for artists that make
Yeah.
music to get involved with outside of actually speaking on it in the music. If
Right.
they speak on it in the music, you do like K Dot,
Yeah.
right?
I see where
He
you're
got
going.
into it,
Yep.
but he didn't go out and speak on it and tweet and
Yeah.
all of that.
Right.
He just made videos. He did his job. He put the artistry behind it instead of getting it and
I'm gonna play
doing
the
it the
left
wrong
side
way.
of it, man, because I actually want to dig into this with you, because like you make a very valid point. And although I completely agree, what do you say to somebody who is actually adamant and educated on that particular thing? Should they stay quiet about it, or like should they
Voice their opinion?
voice their opinion, or like you said, keep it solely in the art? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like at the same time, to your point, on the other side of it, we have a social responsibility.
We do.
Right?
Right.
As a way of educating our peers and our culture, and even those who are allies and potential allies and
And
whatever
being a voice
have
for
you.
our
Right.
community as well.
Correct. So like if we, because even though I don't completely agree with it, but like as artists and the people that are in the front facing, the community at large kind of sees us as the stakeholders, right?
Right,
We
right.
are the examples, you know what I mean?
That's true.
And so like we're supposed to be the ones to speak
We're
out on
supposed to
these
speak on
particular things.
Yeah.
So like what are your thoughts on that?
I feel like at some point we had to stay in our lane. Like we have our Trevor Noahs. You know what I'm saying? We can't lash out. I feel like him lashing out at. You can't lash out at people who on your team. Like you were saying earlier. Trevor Noah for the culture. We can't. What he doing, I feel like is if he can't look and see that he's being painted in the wrong way on the internet and stop it, he just at some point you got to stop because you're making yourself look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
Like if your people not behind it, and you got everybody making fun of you about the shit, like you gotta
Right.
at some point be like, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Because we
Sure.
we stuck in there with you through the Trump shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Even though there were some valid points, people still was kind of like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We stuck in there with
Yeah,
you.
yay wildin'.
Yeah, everybody's like, yay, wilding, and then of course a lot of people went and looked deeper into it and seen maybe some of the things about Trump wasn't so bad, but still, you know what I'm saying? We still could have went with the crowd and been like, I don't know, but people
Correct.
stuck behind Trump. You know what I mean? Stuck behind Ye from that with
Right.
that.
Correct.
But I feel like people, honestly, with Kanye, I feel like the marriage thing and like personal, like your marriage and relationships, a lot of that shit, when it's negative, you got to keep that shit out of the media. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
You had to keep that shit away from the
Yo,
media.
Yeah.
relationship is not
Right.
the
It's
media is
not.
not the place for your
People
relationship.
don't
It
consider
is
you real
drama.
people.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
correct.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so like that's what I was gonna kind of tie that into because first of all, he's known for a good controversy, for good publicity stunt.
All right.
Taylor Swift, all his other little like running for president, all his little things to make sure he keeps popping up on people's radar.
And it makes people laugh.
Right,
Yeah.
like it makes people say, and then
Enjoy it.
like we're America and it's the world. Like we so used to so much drama. Like we're not even gonna. We'll still be like, why are we talking about Kanye? We're still talking about Kanye. I don't even remember what he did. Like that's
Wow,
his point.
that's facts though.
Right? Like we're not gonna be so hurt by what he did anymore. We're just gonna be like, why is he still on our tongue? I don't remember, but he's still on our tongue. So and then also like he just went through a public breakup, and
Very public.
his old girl is publicly with somebody else, deep in it, and
And
he's
she's
Kanye.
been publicly with others multiple times.
Right.
Facts. like he's running through models. Like
Yeah.
yikes.
So like he's just throwing a little fit and making a big stunt on it.
He'll be back though. I don't want to see him fully fall because we constantly seeing greats fall.
Right.
We seeing the rise and the
Yeah.
Check
fall
on
of a black
Kanye. Somebody
man
go check on
constantly.
Kanye.
Yeah, let's bring Kanye back. We gotta leave him up there because a lot of the greats are falling.
You
They
saying
falling
bring
off one
Kanye
by
back.
one.
So there's actually hashtags that's like let Kanye go to the Grammys. I'm like at this point
At this
he
point,
gonna be like re-invite him. He gonna blow the whole place up. Something gonna happen.
He's still
I
gonna
really
fuck
feel like
shit
he
up.
gonna still show up too if he want to. Like something's gonna happen. Something.
Right.
Yeah, he
Right.
need to. I mean, cause who did anybody get the what you call it player thing?
What's that?
The player, he didn't put nothing on Apple Music or none of the streaming websites. Donda 2.
Oh,
The stem player. It's a stem player. So basically, the only great feature about the stem player to me was being able to turn the treble up and down and being able to turn the bass
Interesting.
up and down.
Right.
I was like, what is,
Is it a CD player?
Kanye, I
'Cause
love
they're
your
coming
music.
back with CDs, right?
Oh yeah, CDs are coming back. I don't know if you heard.
No, I ain't heard about that.
Yeah, they coming back. They basically
That'll be lit.
so I haven't looked deep into it. Music is my lane. Shout out Real Music is Life. We out here.
Real music
But
is live.
I actually paid very close attention to the rise of vinyl and cassette, right? And so now they're very niche. And so, like, if you look at them on a graph, it's not even close to the sales that they were doing back in the day. But the simple fact that they're going up,
Right.
just like a stock, you know what I mean? You pay attention to that. And so I actually think now, outside of cars no longer having CD players, like I actually think that that may be something potentially viable. As a matter of fact, I'm a huge fan, as we were talking about earlier, with any independent artist or people that are making music right now. If you're making music today, like my man's here, right, and you're putting it out direct, like as soon as you leave the studio, you have a release schedule and you're putting it out directly on streaming platforms, I would encourage them to halt on that and actually utilize these platforms to go directly to your fans. Service your fans first, right? And going to what you were just stating about the CDs, actually do something similar to what Nipsey was doing, right?
Right.
To in the Proud to Pay program that he was doing, right? To where you put a price on it and you actually send them a digital and the physical in the mail,
That's
right?
cute.
Pay for the postage and send it out,
what-
right? And maybe add some other goodies or whatever it is that markets along with your brand.
Full spread.
Correct. You know what I'm saying? But like do that specifically for your fans for a period of time. Keep it off of the streaming platforms for that same period to make it exclusive for your inner circle, right? And then after you've scraped up everything that you can get off of that, then you put it on the streaming platforms to get your gas money. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's all they're giving
That
us.
sounds like the best way to stand out.
Yeah.
The best way to
You
stand
gotta
out
do something
because
to
everybody
stand
know
out.
how to distribute now.
Right.
Correct.
So not everyone knows how to distribute it. It takes away from the value of that.
And not everybody
of that
wants to do that
knowledge.
work.
Right, not
I'm
everybody
gonna
wants
say
to do
something
their work.
controversial. I actually think streaming takes away from what you were just talking about as it
The
is.
value, yeah.
It takes away from the value
Yeah.
just as
Yeah.
it is, because as soon
For
as you
sure.
put it up, do you realize that there are over 2 million songs uploaded every single day?
Every single day.
Every day.
Uh,
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation.
You can
You know
record
what
it
I
on your
mean?
phone and have it on there in an hour.
Bingo. Like we got the
Yeah.
iPad, we got the iPhones right now. We can record
Yeah.
a whole album right
now.
now. Maybe.
right.
Maybe. As a matter of fact, like
But like, hold on, like
No, sure.
piggybacking off
Sure.
of that, y'all were talking about the songs that get lost in the wind. So that means the people, the artists, and all that get lost. Going back to why Kanye is being an asshole in the public, you gotta do something.
Be in the front.
There's 10 million or
Matter of
2
fact,
million coming
you know
out
what?
every day.
You know what?
People barely respect the music, the
He
artist.
probably got an album coming right. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
just
Oh,
put
yes.
out Donda 2.
Yes.
No, wait, after Donda 2? No, but he just dropped Donda, but I'm thinking he
got
might have
plans.
another one in the
Yeah,
chamber.
you don't get
Yeah.
that far and not have some
Yeah. You don't do all this extra.
plan B and plan
Yeah.
C for sure.
He probably got something else, man.
Right. Yes.
What
Unfortunately,
we
a
just
little
talking
nip
about
slip, something like.
What we just talking about that
Yes.
propaganda?
Yes,
We got to
propaganda.
create some propaganda.
I want to hear the Kanye from Graduation.
We all want that. That's why he
Flashing
started.
lights.
That's why he put the little freestyle out talking about, I miss the old
Good
Kanye.
morning.
Yes, we all miss the old Kanye. Of course.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
I
was
don't think
good.
I finished it.
Inspiring.
I did. It's only 3 episodes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I was never really a Kanye fan. So we started watching The Genius together.
So let's take a step back. Let's kind of dig into that just for a moment, right? So graduate. Wait, was it? It was late
College
registration.
dropout.
The college dropout, late registration, graduation.
Yeah.
That was all our college years,
Mhm.
right? Ironically, they're all themed around
Well,
the
high
college
school.
experience,
High
right?
school.
Right.
Were you listening to that at all? If I'm not mistaken, late registration. Me and Bree went to school together. We're gonna go into in depth our backstory on an episode, but this is not the time.
Not at all.
So late registration actually dropped our senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
was
Fall
on it?
04, right? So that was the one with as a matter of fact,
Jesus Walks.
Jesus
Okay.
Walks was definitely on that one.
Jesus Walks.
Through the Wire was on that one.
So
After the
like
wreck.
I can separate like the artist from the like how they're portrayed like
sure,
and
sure,
the
sure,
vibes
sure.
I get and stuff like that, and I just how they behave themselves, like so his music, like I just never really just got into it.
Sure.
Like there's a few things that I could
Sure.
that are all right, but I just never really got into it because I just never vibed with him.
And
like
I
that.
had to ask for a couple of reasons. One, because of the time period where we were at that time.
Right.
Like I said, it dropped August 2005.
Right.
So we started hearing the singles, because back then singles would drop before the album, whereas now singles are dropping with the album.
Right.
So it's a little bit different, but it dropped
Or
our
no
freshman
album at
year
all.
of college, right?
Yeah.
So, but
So it was the personality for you. You couldn't do the personality.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
arrogance.
but I don't know if we were getting much of that back then.
I could
when you
feel
snatched the
like-
mic from
But no, but that
Taylor
was a little
that
bit
was later though.
Yeah,
You
that
right.
was a little bit
But
later.
like I
yeah, speak on it. Yeah, tell me what you think.
I mean, I just like just watching him
Sure.
interact, watching him on. I just never really vibed with him like that.
Sure.
And then like, especially like you're saying, like, and it kind of makes sense the timing
Yeah.
because when I went to college, I was medicine. I was medical.
Right.
So I pretty much like I pushed everything creative and like
Interesting.
entertainment and all that kind of away,
Gotcha.
and I
Yeah.
focused on medicine. And I did still listen to music because I still love music.
that's
but
what I was
I
actually about to
pretty much
ask.
was on country at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was actually what I was about to ask.
So I'm familiar with a lot of those songs,
Yes,
but I just really
yes.
didn't vibe
That
with them.
wasn't
Yeah.
on your playlist.
And there's other people that
directly.
were happening around that time in his same,
Yep. In that
genre
same
and stuff
yep.
that I liked, but I
Yep.
just never really vibed with them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Detroit
yeah.
culture was just now
Pain,
rising back then.
T-Pain.
I think it was Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I was saying Detroit. That was when Detroit culture was just making its rise in the pop culture, though.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
kind of from looking at the documentary you was talking about, I kind of
Yeah.
got that because I was like, okay, yeah, that's when Big Sean didn't come out till after that.
No, Big Sean came out about 5 years later.
Yeah, it took
Yeah.
a while for Detroit to kind of get their foot in the music industry like that.
You're right. Correct. His actually, Big Sean's backstory is actually fascinating. Like my guy had incredible tenacity. Like he was literally standing outside of Kanye's studios waiting to catch him just to rap to him on like a
Big
day
Sean,
to
a cold
I
ass
love
lyricist.
stories
Shout out to
like
Big Sean.
Yeah, that's
I love
fantastic.
that.
But you know what's interesting, going back a little bit, because like you said, the timing. What I didn't realize at the time, it took about like 7, 8 years, and then looking back at the late registration, graduation, what etc. That that push of albums. Um, I didn't realize it so much then, but looking back when I saw it, come to find out what. Okay, let's get on topic. Number one, first mentor that I had when it came to the music industry told me, shout out my guy Doughboy. He said, if you're gonna get into music, you got to make music for two groups of people. All right, white people and women. Period. Why? I was like, why? Like, that makes sense, but why? Why? Because they are who purchase music.
Right.
They are the ones who buy albums.
They
I was
want
like,
to put it
okay,
on repeat. When they're
that makes sense. Okay, now this is granted. This is the CD era
Right.
before streaming. The Napster was then, but it had already gone through their court
I
case
remember
and all that
Napster.
shit. No, grab your candy, get your
LimeWire. I
candy.
remember LimeWire.
But
LimeWire, yes.
what?
Crossfire.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
You look too young to know
I had a
about
whole
that. Boy.
iTunes playlist.
I could have been a
of
DJ.
thousands.
I could have been a DJ.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I remember my old computer.
Yes.
What was crazy to me looking back is
Now, what's up there?
his Kanye's core fan base during this run of albums was primarily black college educated women.
We
Right?
got modern day Jolly Ranchers.
Yes, they're
Right,
shaped
they're
like jewels
like-
and not the little
They're
bricks.
square.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
choke on them.
Like I kind of feel like they took an idea from Bejeweled or Candy Crush,
Oh, it does look
But-
Candy Crush.
right? They was like, you know what, Candy Crush is hidden. Let's make those look like little Jolly Ranchers. Let's make them look like that.
That's cute.
But yeah,
You want one in the audience? You want a grape? I think it's great.
nice toss.
I
there.
know, right?
But
Shit.
yeah,
Got
like
an arm on you.
in this run of albums,
Throwing like a girl.
his primary core of listeners were college-aged or college-educated black women, right? And then to like once things start to fast forward,
So,
and you start
so
to
he hit towards me but missed.
correct, and that's why I was a little bit shocked that didn't necessarily reach your radar,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But specifically because of the time period, you know. But it makes sense because of what you were doing. Weren't you working in equestrian and everything like that? Like you were working with
Yeah,
horses,
I was on
so
ranges
like
and stuff.
yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
Kanye don't hit out there as hard as country music do. It may,
Correct.
it may if you turn
Unless
it on.
it's a dance song, like that you can line dance or something too.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But yeah,
Yeah.
we in Texas, so we do stuff like that. That type of stuff
Hey.
is normal to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Trail ride.
Yeah.
Big, big Texas shit.
Have you been? Hold on. Have you ever been to a trail ride?
Absolutely.
Okay.
For sure.
Come on. Okay,
A
tell me
bunch
the
of
last time you've been to a trail ride.
Oh, it's been a while, but
Yeah.
you know, my sister goes to them all the time.
Yeah.
Do we need it?
Family, East Texas.
Oh yeah, East
Family
Texas.
out
Yeah,
in
they
East
get it
Texas,
in.
for
Yeah, they
sure.
definitely get it in East Texas.
Yep.
So do
For
we need
sure.
to all meet up for a trail ride one of these
Juneteenth.
days?
It's actually
Juneteenth
that
is probably
time of
gonna be
year.
around.
It is.
It's definitely that time of year.
Right there around Juneteenth, there's a lot of them.
Hey, we might do
June
off the
two.
wall nights live one night from a trail ride.
Facts.
Let us know if you'd like that.
Facts. Hold on, let me go back to the chat, see if anybody chimed in at all. Don't look like it. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Jasmine, what up? We see you.
We got a few.
Appreciate
Cousin?
you. Possibly.
Oh.
Quite possibly.
3 people,
Yep. But yeah, you know, we might pull up to the Black Rodeo.
Oh yeah, it might be my cousin because she's one of those ones that'll snap while she's watching us on TV.
Oh, facts. We gonna be on the snout. Ow. Yeah, that's
My
what's
homegirl
up.
Promise does the same thing. She's like, I'm watching y'all on TV.
Oh yes, cousin Jasmine.
Hey Jazzy Pooh.
Yes. What's up, kinfolk? We out here. I mean, we not related, but you family fam. Like,
You met her.
yeah, I remember. We went bowling, right?
Yes, we bowled.
Yes. Hold up. What? Okay, so
I think she was in the booth.
I was gonna say her and her sister was there, right?
Yeah.
And and one of them was injured.
One of them was in a boot.
Yes.
Jazz, like y'all go back
Jazz,
and forth.
was you the one that was injured while we was bowling? Let us know. Let us know
I
right
think
now.
so. I think it was Jazz. Oh.
Hold on. Yes, because she told us. Hold on. Yes. Hold on. Yep. She said her ankle was toe up. She told us the story about it. We ain't gonna out you, Kim folk. We ain't gonna out your business like that. But that's you remember the story?
I'm pretty sure you fell down the stairs or something like that.
I just said we wasn't gonna out her.
She don't care. She's probably still snickering about it right now. Like I fell down the stairs.
No, I remember in vivid detail, and I will
She was
out
like she
it.
missed a step.
No,
right?
no, you got to
Was
go
a
all the
dog?
way to the no. It may have been a dog involved, but like no, because when we were just talking about the Delta 8.
Oh,
Bingo! I told you,
yes.
I'm a detail-oriented person. I can out it, but I was
She
looking out
did
for
say
you.
that.
Just keep in mind, it was me that was looking out.
But see, I wasn't gonna
She
say
was
all
trying to-
that. I wasn't gonna say all that. I was just how she
See?
fell Okay. Anyways,
She said, "I'm okay. You can laugh."
So who's the
Oh,
best
God.
bowler out of y'all?
You know what?
It's supposed to be him.
It's supposed to be me.
But I'm
like,
getting better.
She's actually been killing it, even with them claw nails that she got
Yes.
going on.
Oh my God.
She
I be
been
feeling
killing
like
it.
my fingers gonna rip off. But yes.
Yeah,
I've
she's
I've
definitely
doing
been
good.
killing it. Like,
I'm
for
slow and
sure.
steady. I'm not one of those who just come right over there.
Kippo say she's never taken Delta 8 again in her life.
Oh my God.
Yes. Shouts out to the folks on that legal.
That's so
Yes.
funny.
Yes.
So we had something else. So we got so off topic.
No, we did cover Kanye. I don't know. I would love to see him at the Grammys because it was great to see him win Grammys all the way back to the late registration era.
Right.
With him coming, like we saw that in the documentary. It was great to see the backstory of that. You know what I mean?
He's been like nominated for like 70 something
Oh,
Grammys.
my
He's
gosh.
won like 20 something.
Yes.
So I'm like, he is no stranger to Grammys. Like, to be honest,
He ain't
like,
tripping.
Give another person a chance. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I ain't say all that, but why not?
So what were you saying? I don't mean to put words in your
Oh,
mouth.
I was just gonna say like he's not missing or hurting anything.
Sure.
I mean, did they say he can't win a Grammy, like, or he just can't be there? Like, cause there's a whole bunch of
Yeah, they
awards that
say
we
he
never
can't win.
see.
They say he can't win because of the stem player. It disqualified him.
Oh, wow. So, the Grammys are actually directly correlated with Billboard and like what's it called? The Nielsen that counts the sales and all of that different type of stuff. So I really think it's a scam, low key, high key, but like we're not even gonna get on that. That's not what this segment is about. But they have
We
these
can talk about it
certain
at the kickback.
Correct. They had these certain standards of how they calculate. As a matter of fact, what we will get into in the kickback as a segue between Kanye and the poetry community, because last Grammy season, there was a big push
Yeah, for poetry.
for spoken word, the spoken word category at the Grammys. The entire poetry community, which is a thick community, if you didn't
That's
know.
his community, y'all. If y'all don't see the passion
Hey,
rising up
We out here.
in there,
Okay, we all the way out
Facts.
here. But
Exactly.
most of the community was infuriated that there were people that weren't doing actual spoken word that were getting nominated and winning these Grammys. And so, no, absolutely. It was more about the clout of your name,
right?
And so,
So it's biased.
Or who you know.
like everything
right.
else.
And so, but what ended up happening as a reformation, right? You know what? We're gonna say that for the kickback.
Save
We're
for
gonna
the
get
kickback.
we'll get into the
We got
details
about
of the
10 minutes
kickback.
left. I want to
yeah.
get some more on zone.
Yes.
Tell
Yes,
us
absolutely.
tell us, things that you've done, what you're working on.
Yeah,
and
what you got going
what's
right
happening,
now,
like,
son?
Past, present, future.
Well, so past, present, future. I dropped a single last year, two actually. Foot on Their Neck Artery and Day One, both under my new
neck
name.
artery. That's
Foot
specific.
on their neck artery. That one.
It's like
The
right
jugular.
there.
Jugular. On their motherfucking
Boy.
neck.
Boy, you can't breathe without that. Oh
But
yeah,
truly-
pre-med right there.
But
Yeah.
truly, I'll admit I haven't been putting 100% into my music because of school.
Okay.
Because of school,
My
I
guy
kind of
is getting the education.
education for sure, and I'm in it to win it, to complete it, And so I kind of been putting it on hold just a little bit, but I still do just enough to kind of to stay relevant.
out there.
And people love the music that I've been putting out lately, and I'm actually proud of what I've been doing. So I want to keep going in that direction as far as lyrically. So I've been doing well lyrically. So I'm making sure I'm putting out music that's lyrical and still keeping the R&B vibes in there with it, all
Okay.
day vibes.
Hey man, I will say
Yeah.
this, man. Like I was saying earlier about when we first heard you, like your first lines in, like you got to go back and watch the cipher, like
Yes.
to understand what I'm talking about right now, just for clarity. But like your first lines in the cipher freestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like my guy said, I learned love from a love song, and then
And that's
went
facts.
into the love songs. I was like, yo, this guy not only knows what he's talking about, this guy got it.
I did,
Hold
truly.
on, real quick. Sing a little something before we move on. Give them a little taste.
I learned love from a love song, but I never knew I would fall for you. Can't believe it lasted so long, but you remain true. Invested in my future, once believed that I would lose it. Anxiety, depression, got us feeling for some new shit. Variety of women, baby, you the one I'm choosing. And silently we winning, baby. Ain't nobody been in what we doing, how we move. They be accusing like you stupid. You know what I'm about, we just laugh and keep it cruising. Swerving on these haters, last place they really losing. Learning how to love is worth to take a shot for Cupid. Cause Cupid don't lie.
Ooh, if that don't sound like
No, it
butter.
don't lie.
Huh?
No.
Come
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Son.
Okay, so what are you in school for? What are you?
I'm
what
in
are
school for engineering.
for engineering.
Not audio engineering, the actual real engineering.
Real
I'm
Oh
trying to get
yes.
that.
So
What's
what's the ideal goal with that particular education?
the ideal goal is right now is to get my degree and
Yep.
transfer and get a better degree.
Yep.
But ultimately, I would love to be able to start an electrical company. But also, mainly if that doesn't work, also I want to, be able to work, at a refinery and move up and into management and do good in that
Yeah.
in petrochemical and
Okay.
oil
Sure.
and gas.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of money in oil
right
and
where
gas.
you need to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Please
But
put our gas
that's a
prices
different
down
that's a
if you can.
different lifestyle. Of course, I love music, and I really do pray that my music takes me to great places because I know,
Right.
I really love the fact that I inspire people, and I'm inspired by people, so I love to be able to return that back to people. And,
Facts.
Right.
even though music, it's so controversial now, it kind of sucks some of the fun out of it, the different, attitudes and different personalities
Sure.
and all of that, and I hate to get into that, and I try
Yeah.
to stay positive about everything, but hopefully music
sure,
takes
for
me
sure.
far,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Definitely,
I
you
got
have a good head on your shoulders. You are
Facts.
really humble, and you have a great disposition about you. Like he said, you stood out. You had that like this is my brother kind of vibe. The moment we met
Right.
you.
That's my
So
Yeah.
people right there.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And actually started a company last year, right there at the end of the
Okay.
right at the end of the pandemic, called the Media Zone USA. And so
Okay.
we do build websites.
Come
We
on.
got the visuals, we got the camera, the A4 and the drone.
Okay.
We got the drone. The drone is
Right.
on the way back, and I got a team, and so we're gonna be
What?
shooting.
Look at the stuff he's
Yeah.
hiding in his pocket.
Right.
And
Just
we need
literally
you right
had
here. We need you right now.
now.
I
Like
need you right now.
yesterday. The hell you
I'm
mean?
Correct.
trying to put all of my energy into school, but summer is gonna be letting out, and
Oh
we're gonna
yeah,
be doing
we
a
got
lot of work.
like a little bit over a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah,
folks.
right there at the end of May, we'll
Yeah.
be able to do some work, and
Start booking now.
As a
yeah,
matter
we'll
of
start
fact,
booking for
hey, I got the first event that we want to book you for right now.
Okay.
Go topless.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. It's coming up.
I like the sound
Everybody,
of
all
that.
the jeepers know about it. Look, I
He
was
had to
told
learn
off.
last year.
Yes, I was just like y'all. I was like, wait a minute, go topless.
Yes,
What is
I'm
this
there.
about? Clutch
Sounds
the
interesting.
pearls. What is this?
Right.
But it's a Jeep thing. Like the Jeepers
Okay.
take the top off the Jeep. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
They
It's a
roll it.
worldwide
Galveston?
thing.
Bro, it's
every beach,
everywhere.
every
Oh,
beach
so
in
it's
the
just gonna be a
world.
bunch of beaches everywhere
Bro,
around this
everywhere,
motherfucker.
literally anywhere that you drive to that they got it, it's gonna be deep. We was in
Okay.
we was in
We're-
G Town.
Yeah, then we went to Surfside.
Yeah, we
were
did.
Surfside.
Yeah, bro. Like there was literally over 10,000 Jeepers out there, bro.
Lined up down the beach.
Down the
And like they all deck out their cars,
Bro.
like kind of like low riders and different stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's a Jeep community. So they like all day, all you see is like lines of
Bro,
Jeeps
just
going up
imagine
and
you'd
down.
have been down there to the side. You know
Oh,
what
of
I'm saying?
course,
You
yeah.
know, bro. Just imagine from the end of the beach to the other end of the beach.
It's miles and
all
miles of beach out there.
Jeeps, bro.
Wow.
It
all
was
the way down.
crazy,
Everybody parked in their
dog.
I'm
little
excited.
groups
They
and-
definitely,
Yeah,
they
so
definitely
it's
should do
coming
that.
up again next month, right?
We made a lot of
is
good
it
friends.
April or
We
is
did
it
a
May?
concert out there last year.
Is it April or May?
May?
May. I think it's May. Yeah, but like that's what we would like to get you out for that, because like we trying to do.
A
we
drone
did.
would
We
be
did
dope
it.
out there.
We did it
Yeah, we
big
could just go-
last
we'll get
year.
Rolo.
Yeah.
Shouts out to our people.
Shout out to
Yes,
Y'all make
Kev's
sure
so
we-
funny.
Yeah,
My
we
bad,
shut it
y'all.
down. Yeah, it was Kev out there. It was our guy,
Murky was out
Murky
there.
Waters. Shouts out to him. Hey, free my nigga Murk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Free the guys.
Yeah, we ain't got free my nigga Murk. But
How you gonna put his business out there? I don't even know if it's out there like that. But yeah, free my nigga Bert.
hey,
yeah,
I'm just saying.
yeah.
But
Hey,
yo,
they need
it
that
was
love behind
crazy.
bars.
It was crazy. We did a live little open mic. Well, it wasn't even an open mic. We had a
We had a
concert.
concert.
We had
yeah.
a whole concert. Kev, the comedian, was hosting, and we had like 4 or 5 artists that would touch the stage, and
Yeah.
bro, like shut the whole beach down. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was
So
I
in
wanna
true
do
off
that.
the wall
That sounds
fashion,
lit.
we trying to outdo ourselves this year, 2022.
Yeah.
We all outside now. They done lifted the
We
mask
should try to get a
mandates
beach
and
house this
everything.
year.
I support
Oh,
the
no,
movement. That's lit.
That's
We did.
mandatory.
We talked about doing it last year.
Nah, when we was like, oh, we gonna camp on the beach. We'll talk about that at the after show. I'm not even finna
Sound
get
like
into that
music
right
video
now.
vibes.
Oh, facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Big
sure.
facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's up. You focus
I
on
got
school,
that.
so I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. Respect the education. Respect
You
the
have
grind.
anything musically dropping soon, or anything you working on?
So what I'm working on currently, Friday, me and Victoria Washington, she was in the
Yeah,
cypher.
what's up out to
Yeah.
Victoria? That's
Shouts
my
out to
little sis.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Definitely talented. And so I was
Y'all
just
get in the lab?
yeah, we're gonna get in the lab on Friday. So I was just
Okay.
freestyling some stuff, pulling up some beats and stuff, and I came out with some fire. And I was like, who can I think of? She's the first person that came to mind that I've networked with recently that I see active. And so I want to get her on the track. She's gonna be the first female artist that I've collaborated with.
Wow.
And
That's
then
huge.
the first R&B artist, just in general, that I've collaborated with. I haven't collaborated with anybody on any type of, R&B vibes at all.
Wow.
So I'm looking forward to that.
That's
you know.
dope. That's dope.
And it's, the lyrics,
Y'all
the
gonna make some
lyrics
love
hit.
songs?
Yeah, it's definitely a love song. It's,
Yeah,
it's-
that's vibes.
Oh my
That's
God, I
vibes.
love couple love songs.
Yes.
yeah, it's gonna
All
be-
right, so before
be
we
dope.
shut it down and go into the kickback, let the people know where you at, where they can find you, all your social medias, all that, man. Let them know.
My social media is zo.ne_. And then also for Media Zone is Media Zone USA. That's at Media Zone USA. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, tap in with me. And that's where I post everything at. That's where
Facts.
I do everything at for now
Facts.
until I get everything off the ground.
Anyone you need.
Oh, yeah, and also I'm performing live.
Yes, where you at?
420. So HOU 420 with BY Breezy, with Peso, SSG Splurge, and who else is on there? Rizzo. So some big names. I'm on a big stage
Wow.
over on the Southwest.
That's what's
So
up.
that I'm looking forward to is for all of the stoners, all the smokers. Y'all want to come out there and get lit.
Yes.
Shut it
They got
down.
games, smoke games, drink games,
Yeah.
basketball smoke games, all kind of shit. Card games, you smoke.
I'll be waiting
Pretty
for
much
my,
all the
for my
smoke. If
flyers.
you want the
Send me a
smoke,
flyer.
Okay, that's a bet. That's a bet. If you want to smoke, make sure y'all pop out. So
Right,
that's gonna be
that's what's
that's
up.
gonna be
420
fun.
apparently is going down in the Southwest, right there in the spot.
It's going up on the
So
Tuesday.
yeah, stay tuned for that. Your people, who's this? Rollo.
Rollo in there, yeah. That's
Yeah.
drone
He said
back
drone
on Friday.
back on
That's
Oh,
our
Friday.
yeah,
drone
he was on
operator.
earlier.
Yeah.
He was asking for the link. He was
Yeah.
on my live.
Business partner.
That's what's up. Yeah. that's
Okay,
our
okay,
people.
so y'all were
Okay,
together.
yeah,
Okay,
we
so yeah,
connected.
we did
So
talk
you
to
are
him.
That's the
people.
fam.
Yeah.
He's the one that I said did the drones at the
I missed it.
okay
I missed
at the
it.
cipher.
But now we good though.
Yeah,
Yeah, we good though. We locked in.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate
So-
you for tuning in.
So just a really quick, like every time we meet like a videographer that like seems like they, reliable or something, like we get excited. because we go through so many videographers that like want to do
We've
stuff,
been
want to
through
do.
3 in the
They'll
last
come,
year.
or either they don't even show up ever, or they'll show up and do a little something and then leave, and then we're like, come on, because we like with what we do, we always need video.
Yeah.
Period. Like right now, we're running all this stuff by ourselves, But
I'm the
in addition to
videographer
that,
sitting right here.
in addition to that, red carpets. We do a lot of red carpet events. Natasha does lots of red carpet events. We're actually going to the Grammys next weekend.
That's correct.
The
The Grammys that
Grammys.
Kanye ain't gonna be at, we gonna be at.
Kanye's gonna be there.
No, I'm just playing.
I can't. But yeah. So
Hey, shouts out to you,
she
folks.
just called me, or she texted me the other day, and she was like, "Hey, I desperately need a videographer. Give me somebody. I'm paying them. They need to be there tomorrow." So we are always doing something. And to be honest, we have a lot of shows that are we're just working on, and they're kind of on the back burner because we don't have a set videography team like
Yes.
reality TV shows.
Because we front and
different
back
things like that.
screen. Like that's us. Like we work on both sides of the screen. And
Right.
unfortunately, in this particular day and age, with the particular media that we're trying to produce, we can't man the camera and be on it. Like as much as we can, we do.
Yeah.
But hey, look, man, if you like working a camera or like to learn working a camera,
Correct.
holla at us, please. Because we out here
Most
driving the struggle bus, taking turns driving the struggle bus. You
Hey, but
understand
it don't
me?
look like it, does it?
No, because we good at what we do. You understand
Right.
me? But yeah, like just come link up, be a part of the team, man. We'll take care of you. You know what I mean?
Promise
And like,
you, we do so much stuff. We
and
need so many
she
people.
literally just said, like, if you was a part of the squad right now,
You'll be going to the
you-
Grammys next week.
not only would you have gone to the Grammys, you would have made the
Right.
money the spending money last weekend,
Right.
shooting the red carpet.
we're going
Man,
to
stop playing.
we're going
Hey,
to
that what he
Snoop
got
Dogg's
in his
pool
hand
party.
right there. That's high quality right there.
Dope.
Hey,
dope.
we got you,
We
bro.
need you.
For real.
We're going to.
And I'm cold with the edits. So for
Oh,
sure.
yeah?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I do all the
Say
editing.
less, bro. I'm sending
Yeah.
you
Say
files
less.
tonight. Stop playing.
I'm trying to say real quick, like the hotel that we're staying at, there's going to be a pool party.
Oh my gosh.
And
you
Snoop
can-
Dogg is going to be there.
Oh
so
my gosh, you could tell them at the kickback.
I'm
Stop
just
playing.
saying. I'm just saying.
Look,
saying.
it's
Like
all
you could
kinda
be doing all
goodies.
this.
It's all kind of goodies. If
We
you want to
share.
know about them, hit us up.
We don't
and we'll
compete.
tell
We
you.
collaborate. We
Come
share.
on,
so
son.
There's enough room at the table.
Right. We don't
Period.
take opportunities. We make them.
And if haters say otherwise, that's why they haters. So.
Period. Point
Let them do their
blank.
job.
So this has been Off the Wall Nights
Off
Live.
the Wall Nights Live with Zone. Thank you so much for being on the show
Bro,
tonight.
it has
both
been an
for having
absolute
It
pleasure,
has
man.
been like the energy, the vibes tonight was like on point. Yes, and then we'll pause for a brief like little 5 to 10
3
minutes.
to 5 minutes.
So you can go fill up your drink, go to the restroom, get your
Hold up.
snack.
Because the kickback is going to be lit. For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
So, anyways, thank you for being on the show. Hang out
Thank
for the kickback. We're actually gonna bring your bro on for the kickback as well. So yeah, we'll see y'all in just a little bit. Signing off.
We out here.
Thank you. Give it
That's
few
a wrap.
minutes.
That's a wrap.
Hey,
Hey, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.